Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am giving you winter baddie right here, wearing my little crop sweater. I feel real cute, but no. So today's just like a really weird rainy day, and I originally didn't plan on uploading today. But I'm literally kind of bored, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just film this video. I'm also in a really good headspace, so I feel like I can talk about this, so it's not gonna be too rough on me. But this is gonna be a story time about this trifling ass guy that I was friends with. So this dude was literally my brother, y'all. He was this gay twink. He was the cutest. I met him literally when I was donating plasma. So I was literally, okay, so a side story. So I have a whole thing I can do on this. So I used to donate plasma when I was younger because I was low-key a broke bitch. And so I met him there, and he was a phlebotomist. And so we had this little friendship. And is when I was taking a break from school and everything. So all I was doing was working and having fun and hanging out with people and stuff, and trying to get my mental health better. And so that's when I met him in this time of my life. And so he was kind of fun. He was super cute. He would wear crop tops up to here. He would just wear the cutest stuff, and he was so sweet. And it genuinely hurt me when our friendship came to an end, and it was such a stupid trifling reason as well. So literally this guy, like I said, we were brothers. I mean, we would hang out brother and sister, but he was my brother. And literally he would we would go to baseball games together at the Greenville Drive. We would go get food all the time. We would go to Wild Wings. We would go to Italian restaurants. I'm stuttering, but no, we would do all kinds of stuff together. We would go out, and he was sober, so we couldn't do getting lit and stuff like that, because he was a recovering alcoholic and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, everybody has a story. And I tried to be understanding of that, and I would try to be a good friend with him. But there was just stuff about this guy, you guys, that in hindsight, it should have been a red flag. So he appeared to have issues with women. He would sometimes just treat me very badly, his sister very badly, and then his mom really bad. I remember this one time we were going around trying to find something for his mother, and we had all just came back. So literally me, his mom, and him, we had all just went out and came back. And literally I just remember we were all tired, and he had left his phone charger in the car, and his mom had to go to work in the morning, and he literally would not give the phone charger back to his mother. And she was begging him. She was saying, please, I'm tired, I just want to go to bed in the morning, I need my phone charger so I can charge my phone. And he literally would not go out to his car and get his own charger because he was that fucking lazy and entitled, and literally asked if I or his mother would go get it. So I felt so bad for his mom that I went to his car to get his fucking phone charger so his mother could go to sleep and go to work in the morning and actually make money. I don't know why at the time that didn't register in my thick ass skull that this dude is literally not my friend, but it didn't. And so literally there was another time that I ended up hanging out with him, and I ended up getting sick later that night because we would spend all day together sometimes. I ended up getting sick later that night, and so I was saying hey, I think I need to go home, or hey, I think I need to leave. Y'all, he made such a big deal out of it. I was sick and needed to go home and get in bed, and I was getting cold chills. I was so uncomfortable, something was wrong with me. And so literally he was just not caring. He was wait, just wait. He was making me stay, making me guilt trip me, making me stay, finish this movie with him while I was clearly hurt. And it turned out that I was having a bad reaction to the antibiotic I was taking. I don't remember what it was. I actually had a really bad reaction to Cleocin recently, so I don't recommend that antibiotic. But the one I had that time also made me sick, and it was an adverse reaction. I didn't realize it, but I was so sick, and he did not even offer to drive me home or even let me go when I needed to. And I felt bad because, again, we were super close, so I'm not gonna abandon my brother. So it was just really shitty. And he just didn't see me the same way, you guys. And it honestly bothers me. I'm not gonna lie about that. But at the end of the day, I feel if you actually care about someone, you're not gonna, in fact, I know that if you care about someone, you're not gonna do that. So it just sucks. And it's just other things. He would put me in really uncomfy situations. Also, I'm sorry if I keep touching my hair, you guys. I just got it wet earlier, so it looks a little bit shitty. But anyway, so literally he would put me in situations that I was not comfortable in. So he wanted to go on a hike hike with me one day. And very clearly, I'm not like an outdoorsy bitch. So like, you know, I was willing to go, and he told me that was like an easy hike. So we went up to this place in Tuskegee, North Carolina, and it's called Paradise Falls. And it's really beautiful, but he didn't tell me that the fucking like climb, you literally have to like go backwards on this rock wall, like down this like ravine, like this, and you're like going down like backwards because you have to go backwards so you can hold on. So like we're doing this, and I am so fucking scared, and I get stuck, y'all, because I'm terrified of heights. So I'm just terrified of stuff like that. So I get stuck. And he literally has to like help me get down to like the thing, and has to basically also like carry me back up. So I'm not trying to say he was like the shittiest friend ever, but like he would put me in situations where I wasn't comfortable. And so like it would just bother me because it's just like a shitty situation. I'm sorry, my camera just messed up, but it was just a shitty situation because I didn't know what to do because I'm not used to that. And so he would go hiking and he was like comfortable with it. So he would just put me in positions like that. And also he would like have issues. So he would go to NA meetings because he struggled with substance abuse, and he would just put me in situations with certain people, like not those people, but just with certain people, and I didn't feel safe. And like also like I would do so much for this dude, and he did like not nearly anything like remotely like what I would do for him in return. So like literally, this is when I was working at the hotel, and I had literally did like a whole 8-hour shift, and I was gonna immediately go right to his house. So I literally had woken up at like 5 a.m. that morning, and like worked till like maybe like I think it was like 3 or 4, and I drove straight to his house after that, worked all day, literally did his makeup, put him in drag because he wanted to like dress up as me for like a Halloween party. So I literally did that for him. Literally did lashes, makeup, like fake boobs, like not fake like mine, but like fake boobs, and just all this stuff. Let him, you literally use some of my jewelry and stuff like that. So I was like not even getting ready to go to this event because he invited me. So I literally worked a whole shift, been up since 5 a.m., drove straight to his house, got him ready. He didn't do hardly anything. Got him ready. He was being like snarky and mean as fuck to his mom, which again is a red flag. If someone's mean as fuck to their mother for like no reason, it's a red flag, I'm telling you. So like literally so we were doing that, and so I had to get ready super quick. And I just remember went to this party later that night, and I was exhausted, y'all. So the party started around like 6, and like we got there at like 5:45, but I had already been up for like 12 hours and working, and I was exhausted before the party like even started. But like I got ready and went because I was a good friend. And so like literally when I got there, I asked him like about after 2 hours if he could maybe drive me to a gas station so I could get an energy drink. That would really be helpful because he had driven us to the party and I didn't have my car because I left it at his fucking house. So he literally wouldn't even take me to get an energy drink. And I'm like, I won't say his name, but like you literally like just a jerk. Like he literally wouldn't take me. And I'm like, you literally like let me like come to your house like right after work. I did not have time to like get anything to drink. Like literally he was such a jerk, y'all, and I just didn't realize it at the time. And so fast forward, I ended up moving back to Columbia, and so I was like moving into my apartment and like where I am now, but I was on the 3rd floor. And so literally like we were like, going to be separated. He was going to be like 2 hours away. So I wasn't going to be able to see him as much. But like, I thought our friendship would last, but it fucking didn't because I'm clearly like not, good at like keeping friendships apparently according to him. But so like I would always try to be on the phone with him, and I would try to like keep the connection, but like I feel as though like he genuinely like didn't want to keep the connection, or like he had some issues. Like he had like a secret beef with me, I feel like, because I just remember we were talking before I ended up moving back, and I was like, oh, like joking with him, and I was like, oh, I don't know what you're gonna do, you're gonna miss me. And he was like, oh no, I'll be fine. And I'm just like, looking in hindsight again, I'm just like, that's weird. Like that's like, obviously I was just kidding, and for you to respond in that way is just strange to me. So yeah, that's another weird thing that happened. But he ended up coming down here for a weekend, and this just happened to coincide on the worst fucking possible weekend that it could have possibly been, because the water was out for 4 entire straight days at this apartment complex. So we could not shower, wash dishes, like wash ourselves. We could not do shit. So like was a stressful situation, you guys, and I get that, but like this dude literally came down here and they gave us like allotted bottles of water, like allotted bottles, so like you could have like 3, and it was stupid, but like they were trying to like provide us, like my apartment complex, they were trying to provide us with water, and they would only let you get like 2 or 3 at a time. This dude used a whole bottle of water to shave his fucking face, and I'm like, that's stupid. Like I don't shave my face, like obviously, but like literally for like no reason. That doesn't make sense to me. Like it just doesn't compute. Like I don't even know what to say to that, because I remember watching him do it and he was just wasting the water, and like he was also complaining that like I couldn't wash the fucking like towels and stuff that he was using. And I'm like, first of all, you should have brought your own towel, but on top of that, you knew the water was out and he wanted to come. I told him that the water was out and he still wanted to come, and he was just being such a jerk. And like I had never like had this kind of experience with him, so like he was just being super weird. Like my roommate and I at the time went to like the river walk here in Columbia, and we were like, you know, doing a little cute girl walk, and he was literally being so annoying. He wanted us to go on a run with him, and he like did track and field in high school, and I'm not like an athletic bitch. Like I have big fake ass titties. Like I am not running. Like I'm gonna look fucking stupid. Like I am not doing that. So literally like he wanted us to do that, and we didn't want to do that, so we were walking, y'all. This dude runs so hard and fast that he's like bolts. And this motherfucker is like gone within like a few minutes. He's not even within our sight. So we can't even see him ahead of us. He's so far ahead of us. And so we end up like turning around like about after half a mile. And he comes like running back past us to the front of the thing and comes back and then walks with us. Like, why are you showing off? Like he had the weirdest like mannerisms sometimes and just like stuff like that. And it was always with women. Like I'm not trying to say anything. I obviously have like a lot of gay friends. Like, I mean, obviously it's most people watching my channel are like my friends, and a lot of them are gay men, so I'm obviously not like that, but he had beef with women. Like I am telling you. So like I just remember we went to like this place to eat, and it wasn't like a place that I was into, but I went anyway. And that's just another example. He would never do that. If I would suggest something, he'd be like, no, I'm not doing that or something. He would stand firm, but yet he would expect me to curtail to whatever he wanted to do at the time. So there'll be situations that I just wasn't comfortable, like I've said before. And so there was this one last time we went to, so I went on a date and he was okay with it. Before I even say this, I said it was okay. I told him that like it was fine, I could cancel it, but he wanted to do that. And he was going to go hang out with this other dude that lived down the street apparently. So he was going to do that. And so I went on my date and came back. And on my date, we had like been walking by the river and stuff as well after dinner. And so I was kind of like sweaty and hot and I wanted something to drink. And so when we got back, immediately when I walked in my apartment, he was like, we got to go get something to eat. We got to go get something to eat. And he's like frantic. And so I'm like, okay, like let me get something to drink. And he literally basically pulls me out of the apartment, and like we go get in my car and we go to this like wing place across the street from me. I literally had a breakup with a guy in that parking lot too. And like literally but of course this story right here happened before that. But like so we went to go get the wings, and so he went inside and I went with him, and like, you know, we were all both dressed cute or whatever, and there was this dude at the like checkout line who was like the worker or whatever, and my friend thought he was cute, and like the guy was not cute. Like I'm not trying to be mean, but the guy wasn't like my type. So I'm not trying to say he was like ugly, but he wasn't like my type, so I didn't even like pay attention to him, honestly. So like he was like ordering whatever he wanted to order. He was like ordering so much food, you guys, it was insane. So like when I say food, I mean like he ordered like 30 wings, like 2 like things of like water, and then a gallon, like a big ass gallon jug of sweet tea. So he had like a lot of like liquid, like a lot of drinks, 2 waters and a gallon of sweet tea. And this is gonna matter in a minute. So literally we went back outside and he was like, oh, that guy was really cute. He was looking at me, that like just talking about how cute the guy was. And I was just like, oh yeah, like, you know how when your friend thinks someone's cute and you don't, you just kind of like, you know, feed into it. So that's what I was doing. And so he ends up going back in there, like pick up his order after a few minutes, and I'm just sitting there on my phone. And so my friend comes back, slams the car door, and he is mad, y'all. And so like, you know, he said the guy asked about like my Snapchat or something, and I'm like, I am not interested in like this guy. So my friend was like almost mad at me, and I don't care what he says, he was mad at me over something I didn't even do. Like he was literally mad that this other guy thought that I was attractive and not him. Like I cannot help someone's sexuality. And Furthermore, how could you do that to someone who is like supposedly like your friend and like almost like your sister? Like, it's fucked up. So like literally he had beef with me, and I don't care what he says. Like, I don't even know if he would ever see this video, but he had beef with me after that. And so I ended up asking for like a sip of the water that he had, because I was like, hey, can I have one of those waters? And when we get back, I'll give you one of mine that's already cold. I'm just so thirsty. Y'all, this dude literally said no, I could not have a drink of water. And then literally like he saw that I was upset, obviously, because that's fuck. Like, literally I offered to give you a replacement, and there's no reason that you can't just let me have that. He was like, well, you can waterfall, as if I'm some nasty bitch when he just went to go sleep with 3 guys the other day. Like, what? Like, you're out here like I'm nasty or something. And like, it's just ridiculous. So I remember we got back to my apartment, which is just right across the street. We literally parked, and when we parked, I did not help him carry his food, because why am I going to do that? You've been mean to me this entire trip. You've been mean to me in particular this afternoon since I got back. And on top of that, you're being fucking petty over a guy that's not even cute or interested in you. So literally it was just pissing me off. So I didn't help him carry his food, because why would I? So we were in the process of like moving up here to this apartment on the 4th floor from the 3rd. And so literally, while I was like moving my stuff up here to this room, he was down there eating, not helping me at all either, which is whatever. I didn't expect him to. So I was up here moving, and I was like right outside of my apartment door here. And like I see him like coming up the hallway with like all of his stuff he brought, like this, just everything, sheets, pillow, just everything. And he literally throws it all on the ground basically. And he's like, I'm not going to tolerate how you've been treating me. I'm tired of you. I'm leaving. Just literally confronting me. Got up in my face, literally, like I had to like step back because he was so close to me, making me uncomfortable. And so literally, like, I thought he was like gonna like intimidate me or hurt me or some shit. Like, I didn't fucking know. So literally, like, I just let him say his piece, and he leaves, and he's gone. That was the last time I saw this guy. Like, I have not seen him since. And like my friend, like someone who was like my brother, that's all it took. Like, I know it was like a multiple things, and we had conversations afterward. He was saying that I was like bragging about paying for like Starbucks with him, but that's not what I was bragging about when I went. What he was thinking I was doing is with my like meal plan here at USC, I use my meal plan dollars, so I can use that towards like Starbucks and stuff like that on campus. So I was bragging that I had enough points to get us all what we got, because he was also kind of being a little greedy bastard, honestly. Like, I was paying for the order, and I was just getting like a venti iced white chocolate mocha, which is about $6, $6-7, which is overpriced, but like I'm bougie. So I got that, and so he ordered like that as well as 2 sandwiches. So his order was like $15. Like, if you ordered a lot of shit at Starbucks, you know, it can like add up quick. His order was like $15, and mine was like, you know, like 6. So it was around $20. And I was just bragging that I had enough like money in my account, like points or whatever, to get that. And like, he thought I was like bragging to like the worker that I was such a good person, that I was like buying my friend something. Like, that's not what I was doing. That's how insecure this guy was. He was always asking me to like validate his feelings. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, that's not my job. And also, like, as a gay man, a woman cannot give you that validation. I cannot do it. And he would just like pick the like worst men. Like, he would pick men that would literally like shit talk me. He would pick men that would literally treat him like absolute garbage, as if he were like some nasty secret. Like, I could never be with someone like that. And so like, our friendship wouldn't work out now anyway, because like, I just couldn't be friends with someone who was with someone who is like blatantly disrespecting them like that. And also, like, he thinks it's okay to like just be treated that way because he treats others that way. And it's just like a shitty situation. So this video is getting long, you guys. I had a lot to say, clearly, Miss fucking Blabbermouth. But I hope you enjoy the story. I don't know what I'm gonna title this. Probably like my fake fucking friend or whatever, like whatever. But if you like the story and you like me blabbing, I hope you will subscribe. I love subscriptions. Like, we love subscriptions here. So if you love this, please like, share, comment, subscribe. We have a lot of fun here, you guys. So I hope you enjoy the story, and yeah.